Get the heck out of here with that.
What's going on here?
Huh?
Is this cooking classes or something?
And then just enough warm water. Do you want to put your finger in it? Okay. And see, then it has to dissolve.
What do you have in there?
You're getting her flustered.
Yeah. See, that's what you get for bringing your darn little thing in here. Yeah. Well, see, I wasn't going to heat it to a boiling point. I'm just going to make it warm. And then something.
What do you have in here?
In here?
Uh-huh.
I'll explain to you too. Packet of yeast plus a little bit. Some sugar for food and lukewarm water approximately just enough to make
Just enough to make this yeast dissolve.
Right.
Oh, now he's going to have this on record and then...
We're going to market it.
No question?
We're going to market it. We're going to sell it nationwide.
Maybe we'll have a disaster. No, darn. Well, now we have to put this... Pull it off, I suppose, eh? But you can't put anything so hot in there.
Yeah, it'll destroy the yeast.
This was a cup of milk and a cup of water. And, you know, in my darn cupboards, some of these things are too tall, you know, to put where you'd like them, so you have to put them where they fit.
Is this one of the sponsors?
Get the heck out of here with that darn thing. Well, anyway, I guess we have to wait for that to cool off.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it,
Can you take it out? Or-
well, sometime, I think it's better to leave it. But here's the recipe. And I'm using half. Need 2 packages yeast in a little warm water for 10 minutes or so until it dissolves, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then here's 1 cup Crisco, so I'm going to use half a cup. And I'll use a strong half a cup. And salt, 1.5 tablespoons, I just guess at that. And 4 cups scalded milk, cooled, or part water. Well, it got scalded.
And it's hard water.
And 4 eggs well beaten.
Okay.
I don't I don't do that. And 1 cup sugar. And 12 cups flour. So I will use only 6.
For half a thing.
Yeah. Mixed to a soft dough. It's quite dissolved. He said about 10 minutes, but he doesn't think 10 minutes. And this is my dear little old plastic cup. Well, then I'll have to measure this, but this isn't. The water disappeared. That little bulb in the bathroom, doesn't it throw a lot of light?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think I woke up at 2 o'clock and here, oh, the guy is still up. But I went to the door and I looked out and here everything was dark. Well, I don't know if it was 2 o'clock. What time did you go to bed? I didn't even hear you go
We
to
went
bed.
to bed shortly after you. But
I
11
stayed
o'clock?
up and read a little bit.
You did?
Really?
Okay.
I didn't know about that. Well, anyway, here's the, this is the filling. This is apricot. And this is prune. See, and you have to cook that before. Yeah. And then, did you ever eat poppy seed?
Have I? No, I haven't.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't know if Ruth brought in.
Oh, this is solo poppy filling. I didn't know if
Is
you
it the
guys,
cheating kind?
if you guys, you know, like the grandkids don't eat it either. But sometimes I make a kind of a poppy seed roll, and then they know that that's poppy seed. So we'll see what happens.
How can we have two people working here when one of them doesn't do anything?
I'm a student. Oh,
Well, anyway, you can drink coffee.
that sounds good. I'll do that.
Here's clean cups.
Would you care for a cup?
Yes, please.
I'll get you
Meantime, I'll check what else is going on around here.
Care for a cup, please? Now, if you throw it the right direction, you can get it right off your shorts.
I wouldn't have to throw it. I could just pour it.
They made me overheat my milk and water.
Oh no, it wasn't they. It was him.
Then we need 2 eggs. It says half the recipe. This is our breakfast.
It's our breakfast?
Once eaten.
All you get is
Pre-chewed
fruit.
breakfast.
All you get is fruit. Okay, see how much ran away. Well, not too much. And of course, I put just a little water on the yeast, you know, but I'll put a little more on here to fill the cup. And then a half a cup of sugar, because you know we're making half of the batch. And this is a half cup.
Yeah.
And here is
Yes.
salt, and it said a tablespoon and a half, so, well,
You can measure it. You can measure it with your hand.
I just guess at it. Is that about a tablespoon?
Yep. And a half.
Yeah, but that's for the whole batch.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Have you ever had salt kolaches?
and then I just, you know, instead of
Separating and beating the eggs.
beating them, I just try to be careful so that the, you know,
So you don't put the shell in?
just so that it's, you don't get a piece of shell in.
You don't put any of the shell in?
No,
Oh, I
no,
think
she-
Ruth does it different.
Oh, does she? Well, you never saw her do it. Okay. And oil. And this darn thing, I suppose it's just that it, in case it would tip over, you know, that it wouldn't spill.
How many glugs?
Half a cup.
Half a cup?
So this is,
Shot for the road.
shot for the road. And you know, it might be a good idea to beat them by all things to get the darn old egg beater out. And besides, you know, my kitchen isn't as comfortable as,
Can be as,
The average.
mine, I know mine is not comfortable.
okay.
You don't like the running water you have in the kitchen?
No, I have running
Bathroom.
water in the bathroom.
Is this mine?
Yeah, either one.
separately?
You can wrap them together.
And this is the flour.
6 cups of flour.
6 cups?
Yes. And the batch in half. Makes me soft too, baby.
How come we're making so few? Chuck on a diet?
Because we have 2 fat people.
Yes.
Go
Well,
easy.
I'm standing next to you.
Easy on the food. So this is a 2 cups.
Does your mom always talk about you and Ken that way?
What's that?
Two bad people.
Now you have to go uptown and get some more flour.
Uh-oh. Send Chuck out.
That
He hasn't
would be
gone
some-
for his morning run yet, I don't think.
I have some here. And of course, I suppose at your house you have a flour bin. I
No.
don't.
We have a moldy sack on the porch.
Oh dear. This is 2. I mean 4. And that's another reason I can't really make a whole batch because this darn thing would be too small.
Oh, it wasn't because Ken was fat.
We all knew that. We all knew she was just kidding.
Could have brought my bowl. No,
Could have put it in Tim's luggage.
no.
Okay, now I sit down. And of course, you know, some people have these whippers,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? But of course, I don't have one. I don't bake that often.
What's a whipper?
Well, I don't know what you call it. It's a bread maker or
It's like those KitchenAids.
it's a
Oh,
KitchenAid
you
or
mean
whatever.
an electric appliance?
It's an electric appliance.
Mhm, okay.
It takes a lot of room too. I couldn't have one here. I think Alice has one. Bring it out, you know?
Ray and Alice?
Yeah. So instead of the electric mixer, you have to do it by hand. So I take it easy. And then this you just have to add a little at a time.
Seems to me one of your students isn't doing a very good job over here.
Can't to make it too stiff. Sit down on the floor like you do, I'd have a heck of a time. You know?
What's that?
But
That.
What's what? It's my wisdom spot.
Your wisdom spot?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, look at yours. You don't have one.
I know. I've got too much hair.
Yeah, on your brow.
Do you always put in all the flour? Or do you sometimes you cheat and dump some back?
Well,
If it doesn't look right.
I like to use it all,
Uh-huh.
but you know, sometimes you have to add a little warm water.
It's too stiff.
Or a
Can't
little-
you just wipe the extra milk up off the stove?
I threw it away.
Oh.
Too late. You didn't use all the flour, then you know, you'd have a small batch too. I'm gonna add just a little water into this. Toot gangway. Who woke up first today?
Me.
You?
I will wake up first.
See, at that stage, you can add a little liquid. You can just make plain rolls out of this too, you know. Of course, the stiffer it gets, the more elbow grease you need. See, I don't even have a kitchen table here. You know.
You want one for Christmas?
I wouldn't know where to put it. Only if you show this to anyone, then
So now you want royalties off it.
no, then they'll think, gee, she's really old-fashioned. Doing everything by hand. have
Check in.
the news on. 8 o'clock news. You don't know anybody in Hutch anyway, do you?
Maybe get the Seattle version.
And I think that's stiff enough.
Does that look right?
Chuck, does that look right?
Perfect.
First couple recipes I got from her is, well, you just have to keep adding flour until it looks right.
Bread dough stage 1.
Okay, then you sprinkle some on top. And you know, there was one lady that asked me to teach her how to make them here. And she was a dough maker, but she never made kolaches. And when she mixed this dough, she buttered it or put grease on, you know. And that's the worst thing you can do.
Why?
Because then your kolaches don't fold, they don't stay closed. You'll understand when you see the rest of it.
Who was this that did that?
Ruth Radke.
Oh, really? I wonder how much she'll pay for this video.
What?
I wonder how much she'll pay for this video.
She's dead and gone.
Oh.
Not very much, then.
And then I wasn't gonna whip this anymore, but
This wasn't right?
better.
Kind of consistent. You want it to be satiny, but a little bit tacky.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, Chuck should be able to do real well with this then.
See, I added a little extra water, so that, but now I'm gonna quit. But now you just sprinkle this on, and then you have to cover it so that it doesn't get crusty. And I still have a little left.
Uh-oh.
I think that's enough.
Do you leave a spoon in?
Yes, you leave the spoon in, because you have to remix it. Now, this is the only cover that I have that will fit at all, you know. This flour will disappear. So that's as close as I can have for covering it. And then I use a towel or a little something to cover it. And then of course you have to wait till it lifts the cover, doubles its size. That should take about an hour, so we'll see how close. It's quarter after 8.
Quarter after 8.
Quarter after 8 or quarter after 9?
8.
Quarter after 8.
So that's what time it is now, because it takes an hour, so it'll be quarter after 9 when it's ready. Warm temperature, and if you were to decide to put it in the oven, what I usually do when I bake bread is I turn on the oven on low and then turn it off, and then I make the dough and slip it into the oven.
Some people do that. I don't know, I just never did. But, you know, this is a warm place.
Okay. In our place, the oven.
What?
In our
That
place,
was-
the oven.
Quarter after 8. It was
Quarter
quarter
after 8
after
because
8.
it's 9 o'clock now. Well, I'm just gonna show you. See, but we wait until this is full, okay?
Okay.
But you can see, you know, that it's coming up. Okay. Okay, that's all.
What are you making there, Tim?
A mess.
You want to explain what this is?
What's it? No.
This is the seafoam candy. Okay. We'll wait until it gets
Forms of thread.
forms of thread.
Brittle thread.
Brittle thread. See, it's starting to. Can see it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's getting there little by little. I hope this will be big enough.
But if you take it outside, it would form a brittle thread.
We don't even know how cold it is. Didn't have the radio
No,
on.
we didn't. That's right. It's supposed to be about 20 below, though, isn't it?
No, this morning?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think so.
Oh, really? That could be, because it
Not
was
quite as
clear.
cold as yesterday, but.
And if you don't cook it long enough, you know, then it doesn't, it takes a long time to stiffen.
Oh, you just have to beat it longer if you don't?
Well, I guess there's such a thing as undercooking too, but then if you overcook it, then it gets, you know, really kind of hard.
Hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did Joanne make chocolate covered cherries?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She
Did you sample them already?
Uh-huh.
Aren't they good?
Yeah. And Ruth and the girls made some assorted kind of chocolates. They have a friend that is kind of a specialist in
A
that.
pro,
And
huh?
she,
You bet done, Ken?
yeah. Do you need me?
Yes.
Okay. So it's just about there, right, Nye?
Not yet.
Seems to me some of your students aren't working very hard, Mother.
My project's still not ready yet.
Poor excuse.
Yeah, it's the one I've got.
Of course, I was under the impression that if it's too brittle, then your seafoam is drier, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think
But I know that we've undercooked it too.
And you just had to beat it more, is that it?
Well, I don't know. Then, it's all right to eat soft candy, but you can't pack it, and, you know.
Well, we probably won't have to pack it and ship it to Arabia or anything. If we really try, maybe we can do away with it this weekend.
I think so. No, that's not brittle yet. One recipe said half a cup of water, and the other one said 2/3 cup. Did it?
Mm-hmm.
And which one did we use?
We used the
2/3.
no, one said 1/3. We used the 1/3,
Okay, the 1/3.
and one said a half.
think Ken Merrill made some of the candy that Dorothy had.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he must be kind of interested in kitchen stuff. Well, anyway, in this group, you know, I think there were about 4 of them that were on Weight Watchers.
Uh-huh.
So of course we always had desserts, you know. So then they decided that you can't have desserts, you know.
So now they have candy?
So of course she's one that never had to be on Weight Watchers, you know. Dorothy's just perfect in size, you know. But there's Donna Holmes is a little heavy, and Ellie Makovsky, and
Ellie's heavy?
well, yeah, sorta.
Boy, wait till Joanne gets this. Here's this.
And let's see, who's the other one? Oh, Wendy Marsh. She's heavy too.
This at Bruce's?
Yeah, that's Bruce's one. So anyway, this is 2 years ago. I had them in September, you know, so I had a plate full of fruit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and put it on the table, and I thought, well, everybody can help themselves, you know. And, you know, no sugar. But now, you know, they've kind of gone to serving desserts or cookies or something like that. Gosh, this takes a long time, doesn't it?
That's kind of brittle.
It's getting there.
That's it. That's it. Sure looks brittle to me.
Do you want to feel it? Or do you want to? You don't want to touch it. Would you call that brittle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I guess you combine the two when it's hot, don't you?
I believe so. Just a second, I'll check. It says pour over whites, stiffly beaten, and beat until stiff. Add nuts and vanilla and drop.
Well, hopefully.